Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And what I wanted to make this video about is how to think about content. And I was having a conversation with a client and we're talking about, what does it actually mean to produce great content for his particular brand. But I want to talk today on a more generic level, because a lot of potential clients and leads and things like that, when they call us, they understand the importance of content. They get a lot of content created, written, videoed, taped, whatever. But people don't think about content necessarily at all times. Sometimes people do, sometimes businesses do. But I want to steer away from businesses thinking about content from the point of view that it's only there to generate traffic and leads and sales. Ultimately, a business is there to make money, make a difference. I get all that. But creating content that can go a little bit deeper is content that I get excited about, and the content that I recommend and try to inspire my clients to create a lot of the time. Because what I found over the 12 plus years, we can create content as SEOs for clients, we can employ and hire some of the best content writers available. But there's always a little bit of a difference when we can at least incorporate a content strategy to include content from those that are super passionate about what they're selling. I think it gives the company a bit of an edge. I think it gives the company a bit of personality. I think it gives the company a bit of identity. And bringing that part into the content strategy, that part of the puzzle, I think is very important. But what a lot of SEOs talk about today, and I'm a big fan of it, don't get me wrong, is long form content. And we as SEOs, a lot of the time we are watching what sort of things Google looks for. We are reading charts and diagrams about the content that people sort of engage with and all the rest of it. And that's all important. Long form content, it has data behind it. It works. Google likes it because people like it first. And that's a very important concept to remember. But creating content that inspires, creating content that challenges, creating content that leaves, the hairs going up on your spine, right? Like content like going up on your arms and things like that, like the hair on your arms. I think that's really powerful. I think content that leaves an impression, content that you read and you think about it the next day. I think that's the body of work that I'm trying to inspire into my clients to start thinking about content in terms of a new light, as such, rather than just crunching out words, right? Thinking about it not just in terms of content width, but content depth. How far, how deep we're going into a particular topic or subject. And that doesn't necessarily mean, deep doesn't necessarily always mean with facts and figures and research. I mean, it often can, but there's another way of looking at it, another way of interpreting content in depth. And I believe in content width. I promote and recommend to clients to improve and extend articles and how they're written and formats and things like that. We can show clients from a recent BuzzSumo study of 1 million web pages that lists outperforms quizzes and infographics and things like that. We can show clients this data. It's important. But I try to inspire clients to create also content depth, content that challenges. It makes thought-provoking statements. It asks questions. It challenges the reader. It makes the reader sort of vacuumed into the article to be immersed by what. It doesn't even have to be an article. It could be a video. It could be an image, whatever it is. It's a piece of content. But in terms of the written word, depth is what should be analyzed. Depth should what be emphasized. And I think a lot of the times, we sort of write content a lot to try to solve, a customer's problem. We try to answer a question that's frequently asked. We try to write content based around generating traffic, and all that's important. But I was just watching a Seth Godin interview and he can take a day just thinking about what exactly he's going to create. I don't think Seth worries too much necessarily on what the data says. He just writes content every single day and posts an article every single day on what he believes to be the most inspiring, challenging, educating piece of content he can write. And depending on your brand and your brand's identity and exactly how you want your business to be perceived in the marketplace, the tone, all that is very important. But thinking about content in such a richer way, thinking about it in terms of a body of work as a piece of art, and really giving it a lot of attention, a lot of detail, and a lot of time into crafting out a piece of content. And for me, where I think I communicate the best is through video and through audio. And I try to do the same thing with every piece of content that I create through video and audio. I try to ensure that it's not just long for the sake of being long, but it's rich and it's in depth and it has a bit of emotion in it and it has a bit of engagement in it. Like, hopefully passion comes across in the video. That passion and dedication and determination in my content, in my career, I want that therefore translated and enriched in the content that I produce. So it goes deep. So guys, just thinking about that, I wanted to share those thoughts with you, and I wanted to hopefully get you to start creating content in a way that is going to be, you got to think about it in a deeper, not just X amount of words or X amount of minutes we have to create or whatever, but thinking about the next layer, thinking about content in terms of layers. Because look, there's so much content being uploaded to the web every single day, and people respond to authentic content, raw content, natural content. People don't always need the polished article. And none of my content is ever polished. It's always filled with mistakes, and editing problems. I got told that my posture is terrible in video. It probably is, and I've got to work on it, but hopefully the depth of content is what comes across. That's my goal, that's my mission, to educate, to inspire, to motivate, and to hopefully provide value to all of you, which I think, transcends the piece of content itself. Thanks a lot, guys.